Hello, this is Umaima from Kazako. We will be having a new English lesson today. So the lesson of the day will be about grammar, and we will be talking about the difference between do, to do, and doing. So let's start. So there are some specific sentences where we have a subject plus a verb and then another verb. So the subject of this lesson is to talk about those specific verbs and how to use them. So we have a verb 1 that is followed with a second verb. For example, I want to go, or I want to do something. So we have the subject, which is I. Then we have a first verb, which is want, and then a second verb, which is to do or to go. So how can we use those second verbs? There are two possibilities. So this second verb is either an infinitive or a gerund. When it is an infinitive, it is either to do or just do. It is not preceded by to. Or when it is gerund, it finishes with ing, like doing, eating, talking. So we will go more in details in the next examples. So when it is an infinitive with to do, we have, for instance, the verb agree. It is always followed by another verb with the form of to do. For example, I agreed to lend him my computer. So we have I, which is the subject, agreed, which is the first verb, and then the second verb, which is to lend. I agreed to lend. So to lend is an infinitive that is with to lend, to do. So we cannot say I agreed lend him my computer. We need to add I agreed to lend him, and we cannot make it a gerund. We cannot say I agreed lending him my computer. The correct form is to say I agreed to lend him. So whenever we have the verb agree and it is followed with another verb, it needs to have the form of to do. So we will have other examples. For instance, need. You need to talk to him. Another example, plan. He is planning to visit a new country. So we cannot say he is planning visit a new country, and we cannot say he is planning visiting a new country. Want. We want to achieve our goals. Decide. They decided to work together. So those are examples of verbs that are followed with verbs in infinitive with the form of to do, to lend, to talk, to visit, to achieve, and to work. Now we will talk about another form of infinitive, and which is only with the form of do. For instance, the verb let. We will see an example. Let me go. So the verb let is followed by another verb, which is go, but we are not using the form to do. So we cannot say let me to go. It is incorrect. And we cannot say let me go in. The correct form is let me go. So whenever we have the verb let followed with another verb, it must be let me go, let me be, let me do, let me talk. Another example, the verb make. She made him apologize for his mistake. We cannot say she made him to apologize. The correct form is she made him apologize. She made him do. She made him talk. So it's just the verb without to. Help. We will help you do your homework. Once again, when we have help followed by a verb, it should only have the form of do. See. I didn't see you come in. Can. They can stay. So now there is a third form of the verbs that are followed with another verb, and it is a gerund with the form of doing. So we have, for instance, the verb mind. Don't mind being late. We will wait for you. It means that you don't have to worry. Do not mind being late. We will wait for you. So as we see, being is with an ing form, like doing. Enjoy. We enjoy traveling very much. So after enjoy, we use verbs in gerund with ing. Keep. He keeps asking about you. Consider. I consider moving to another city. Avoid. You must avoid smoking. شكرا على المشاهدة. ما تبخلوش علينا بالآراء ديالكم. يمكن لكم تلقاو دروس أخرى على موقع www.كذلك.com، على قناة ديالنا في يوتيوب وفي لاباج فيسبوك ديالنا. غادي تلقاو على الرابط اللي تحت في لا ديسكريبسيون لي ليان باش تلقاو لا ليست ديال بزاف ديال لي فيرب باش تقدروا تعقلوا عليهم وتعرفوا اين فورم تقدروا تستعملوا. شكرا والى اللقاء.